Time now for Hawk Zone, sponsored by Muckleshoot Casino Resort.
Seattle showed out on Monday Night Football. The Seahawks took it to the Texans 27-19. And now they head into their bye week in a three-way tie for first place in the NFC West. Terry Holloman joins me in the Hawk Zone to break this one down.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend.
Hey.
Let's start with the offense. There was plenty to like. A few things to maybe clean up.
Yeah.
Let's start with the quarterback. He threw for 213 yards.
Yeah, 213 yards. It's not a bad day. It's not a great day. But again, Sam Darnold just does what he's expected to do. He gets his ball to the right receiver at the right time, and they just make plays and leads the team to victory. Again, 213 yards wasn't a great day, but it was enough to get Seahawks a win, 27 points.
What can you tell me about this connection with JSN and him? I'm loving this.
Oh, it's magical. It seems like they have created a bond real quick over the course of one season, half of a season so far. JSN is just so clutch. You put the ball anywhere near him, he's coming down with it. And again, you look at what he's been able to do this season, that connection, again, one of the top connections in the NFL, and JSN has proven himself to be one of the top receivers, if not the top receiver in the National Football League.
Could not agree more. Seattle put up 27 points. I understand this was the most the Texans have, allowed all season.
Oh, yeah.
But third down conversions remain a concern. What do you think is really holding the Seahawks back?
Well, let's go back to what we talked about, the Texans and their defense. They're one of the top defenses in the National Football League when it comes to points scored. They're right there at the top three, and the Seahawks did obviously a great job putting up 27 points. But looking at what they had trouble with this past game, Monday night, third down. And a lot of times what happens is they get behind the chains, which means, second down, they didn't convert on first down, didn't make many yards. Another thing that happened is that we had a lot of penalties. And so rather than being in first and 10 or second and short, we end up with an extra 10 yards because we had a holding penalty or we had an offside penalty. So it's tough to make those extra yards up when you're looking at second down and third down for sure.
And we turned the ball over, right?
And we turned the ball over. So
Four times?
4 times. It was an anomaly. I'm going to say that right now,
Okay.
Seattle fans. It was an anomaly. The last time that the Seahawks had 4 turnovers in a game, you got to go all the way back to 2020.
Okay.
Seahawks took a loss to Buffalo. So one of the things that happened is the first turnover was Cooper Kupp was throwing the ball. And for those of you who don't know, Cooper Kupp is not a quarterback.
Trick play.
We tried to do a little trickeration, holleration right there early in the game, and Cooper Kupp overthrew. So that's one of the turnovers. We had a strip sack. That's something that doesn't take place all the time. And then we had a fumble by one of the young guys, Arroyo, our young receiver. So I think it's something that the Seahawks could address and they could fix real easy. We're usually one of the more secure teams in the league when it comes to holding on to the ball.
Definitely.
So I think we'll be okay.
And the defense, though, really stepped up when it mattered.
The defense. Again, this thing is as advertised. This defense is very, very good. I watched them the entire game, and these guys are flying around. Everybody's making plays. Guys are flying to the ball. They just make it look fun out there. This is the most fun I think I've seen this Seahawks defense since the Legion of Boom.
1,000%. Who was your player of the game? Every week we love to ask you.
Yeah, every week it could almost be the same guy every week, couldn't it be? So I was struggling. I was looking at this team and I was like, it could be the entire defense, the way they were playing. But I have to go back like a broken record and say, JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, was the player of the game. He had 8 catches, 123 yards, a touchdown. And he was just all over the place making plays. And then when we had our interception, I don't know if you guys saw this, when the Seahawks had the interception, he was going out trying to make a play, trying to make a tackle. He got into a little fisticuff. The guys tried to rough him up and ripped his helmet off, and he ended up on the Texans sideline. And the referees came and surrounded him and blocked all the other teams from getting to him. They're like, nope, you stay away from JSN. He's a superstar. Don't touch him. And he held his composure. So JSN is a stud, man. He's a superstar. He's the number 1 guy on our squad right now. So he's my MVP.
Yes. Okay, the Seahawks heading into a well-earned bye. What do you think the coach's message is going into this week, or what do you think it should be?
So here's the message I say every time there is a bye week. Let me ask you guys this question first and foremost.
Okay.
At this point in the season, halfway through the season, what do you think the percentage is of players out there on a team that are hurt?
That are hurt
Yeah.
across the NFL.
Across the NFL, what's the average?
I'm going to go 50%.
50%? It's 100%.
What?
It's 100%. Everybody's hurt. Football hurts. It hurts. I don't care if maybe you have a bruised thigh, maybe a little toe injury. It hurts. So what my message would be if I was a coach is get healthy. Use this time to take care of those bumps and bruises. Get in there and see the trainer. Make sure you get a little extra ice. And then also, this is not a vacation. It's a time to focus in mentally. Make sure you know what's happening this week. So for those of you who don't know, guys just don't show up on Sundays and play the game. It's about studying film, studying your playbook. So use this time to get mentally dialed in and get your body healthy.
So as I was going to say, dial it in. I want to get to Tyler Lockett. He was just released to the Titans.
Yep.
Could he end up back here?
Anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. I say John Snyder, when they made this separation last year, he left the door open. He said Tyler's always welcome back here. So he could end up here. There are some other teams out there that could use him, but hopefully we get him back here and he gets to end his career here in Seattle.
Exactly. Come on, Lockett. You know I love you. Thank you, Terry. And now get ready to laugh out loud. Stand-up comedian Ralph Barbosa is bringing his laid-back style and razor-sharp wit to Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Catch his live show this Saturday, October 25th. It'll be a night of stand-up that's smart, surprising, and seriously funny. Just grab your tickets now at muckleshootcasino.com.